Hi friends, so I am back again to talk on a topic which has a little bone of contention. It is the Agnipath Scheme or the recruitment of the Agniveers into the Indian Army. It was started on the 14th of June 2022 after a lot of discontentment and widespread violences in which the youth revolted against it. Also, it is said that the armed forces had refrained from getting the scheme on, but then after modulations, it was implemented. During the COVID time, there was no recruitment in the armed forces, and a concept of tour of duty in the 2020s was supposed to be launched, which is something like the conscription, and in which the youth could get a view of the armed forces. I have spoken on the Agnipath Scheme in my previous video, the link of which is there in the description so that you can join up with things. So this Agnipath Scheme was basically giving you a 3.5-year stint in the army with a 6 months of training period, and 25% of the boys/girls would be retained back, which was quite a low percentage. And when these boys and girls were leaving the army, would get a Seva Nidhi package of 12 lakhs, which supposedly looks to be a big amount, but then when this youth steps out, would vanish in a few days or be spent off by the family members. Then also, some of the states gave a 10% reservation in their paramilitary forces or the police forces. But then all the states across the board did not take this decision. So this left the youth in a lurch, because this was not a full-time employment but a contractual employment, which after 4 years finished off. The government and the armed forces took this step to cut down the bludgeoning pension scheme. And in this election, the present government, though may have got the majority with a coalition, but in the northern states of UP, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Punjab and Haryana, where the youth have voted against this government because of this scheme, because the youth which dreamt of joining the army as a soldier and then making it their career saw that it was of no use. The paramilitary forces gave a better option, because now their dream was shattered and they felt cheated. So after this government, which has come into power, has decided to change the gambit. Now the retention will go up to 70%, and from 4 years, the stint will be 8 years, including the training. And the age of recruitment will be kept up to 23 years for the technical and the specialist arms like the air defense, signals, EME and engineers. This was done after a survey of the Agniveers, because in 2023, 46,000 Agniveers passed out. Out of them, 43 went into the army and 3,000 into the Air Force and the Navy. This included the boys and girls combined. The scheme is implemented by means of a written test, a physical education test and then a medical test, which is quite stringent. And the survey that I was talking about was done across a section of the Agniveers, the field commanders, the senior commanders, and then a think tank was created to get the best out of them, so that these Agniveers get into competition, and the 70% that is selected is the best, so that the army gets the best of the youth to be a lean, trim fighting machine. And I agree, this 4 years, or you can say the 3.5 years in the armed forces or in the unit is very less. And the brunt of this was to be borne by the unit commanders. And then there would be other cases of indiscipline, and then the best would not be coming in. So let us hope that this revision which is coming in will get the armed forces the best of the youth, and the youth will also feel satisfied. So keep watching this channel for such news and updates, and also analysis of geopolitical issues in the world. And I am a master life skill coach, so please contact me for any issues in life skills so that I can train you and you can go up the ladder of success. Jai Hind.